Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of the day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Eddie D. My clean date is December 17th, 1980. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day for August 23rd. Striving for emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is our reward for letting go of anger and resentment. Living Clean, Chapter 7, Principles, Practices, and Perspective. Perhaps we've all encountered circumstances when another member gets on our last nerve. When that happens, sometimes it takes everything in us not to attack them, mock them, shut them down using whatever tactic we can. We may want to bolt from the room because we see how this person, who may or may not have wronged us in some way, enjoys the respect of other members in the group. We want to expose them as a fraud and a hypocrite, but we don't. We say nothing because we know our personal feelings about another member should play no role in how, for instance, our area contributes to the region's fellowship development efforts. At another business meeting, we'll have no problem keeping our mouths shut because we'd much rather roll our eyes and smugly watch the same two members battle it out like they always do over the finer points of coordinating an effective public relations campaign. In those situations, we have to stop ourselves from sharing the eye-rolling and everyone else in the room revealing our displeasure with the proceedings. We love to break our silence by audibly groaning at how much time they are taking up. A member shared, "The second I start thinking about how I'm the only adult in the room, I know I'm not coming from a place of emotional maturity." With some practice, we can learn to check ourselves in situations where previously the monster that lives in our head would have burst out in full force in an effort to kill the proceedings. Similarly, we find a way to restrain our inner adolescents, who would snark, scuff, and snipe at members merely for being themselves. Emotional maturity may not sound like a big enough reward for not acting out on our character defects. But doesn't it make our lives so much more manageable and peaceful? And isn't it a big part of why we came here in the first place? A spiritual principle. I will practice reining in my reactiveness in situations where my personal feelings about the other members serve no relevant purpose. Today's emotional maturity is a reasonable reward for those efforts.
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.